stream okay? Does that stream look okay? Just want to make sure. Okay.
Well,
no, I'm asking Killer Orange, sorry.
Okay. Well, Tempest barely escaped there. Pebbles did initiate, and now he's getting kind of turned around. Pebbles is getting low. The FYKU ult not doing a whole lot. But it's still not going to be enough. He's still alive. He's so low. He's bottling up, though, but Draconis will finish off.
Yeah, Draconis coming in with that Dragon Flame. And now Torture going to be picked off, it looks like. Good freeze on top of that. It does set up a double tap kill for Pewee right there, who has now surpassed a 500 goal per minute mark, actually. So, good for him and FYKU. And yeah, the return kills, you said it. I mean, the fact that they couldn't even kill Plague Rider right there. But Plague Rider, Steam Boots, and the Astrolabe especially, absolutely big for him, on top of the armor, of course, which is level 3 right now. So, yeah, FYKU, and then ultimately, you know, having the team fight that they have is definitely there. You can't forget that. So, they actually are in a pretty good spot. And this, again, it continues to, if anything, to be just kind of an even game right now, and not sure, you know, who has the true advantage just yet at this point.
I mean, right now, levels are the big thing, as Fade is going in on the Silhouette. I don't think it's going to be enough as we see a TP come in, but he does have the double damage up. It's so close. It's so close, but it's not going to be enough.
Actually, Portal King away at the last second, so Fade obviously going to Portal King himself. That was a very good reaction on his part as Pebbles nearly caught him, but able to get away. But yeah, the double damage nearly guaranteed the kill. Not enough, though. Firebrand has been finished, by the way, on Draconis, so obviously he does choose to go that in the end.
And he's already at level 16. He's the highest level in the game at the moment.
Oh, and he actually has another Blessed Orb, too, so that's obviously going to help for survivability. And the Geometer's Bane is now getting closer.
And this is just how fast he can farm. He's at 510 gold a minute. It was just, what, maybe 2 or 3 minutes ago. They were Silhouette and Draconis were pretty close, but now he's starting to take off, and that's gonna hurt. I mean, because of the Blessed Orb and just Geometer's Bane having those illusions, it always helps a little bit defensive-wise. He's gonna be able to stand in fights already and do a lot of damage.
Yep, level 16. So. Getting that Geometer's Bane, and you know, there's definitely many benefits for a Geometer's Bane, and you think of the split-up potential, how especially against something like a Parasite, that obviously could be very, very useful. Now, Parasite does have the Arcana picked up, so he himself looking for that Hellflower, obviously, as there we go with the Geometer's Bane purchase, by the way. And I kind of wonder what Pebbles is going to do, too, if he also is going to go that Hellflower route, or maybe a Soul's Bulwark, as we see from time to time. Portal Key was picked up on Silhouette, by the way, so he did actually go the PK route, so we don't get to make fun of him for not doing it. Bottom tower is going to fall here, though, with these, but here we go. Invis Pebbles, the Revelation is down. Pebbles needs to be careful. He's going to be jumped right here. Jumps in by Silhouette, though, with the tree grapple. In comes a combination from Pebbles. Glacius will fall off the map. Plague Rider in some trouble. They're going to try to lock down Draconis in the background. Cataclysmic Assault, of course, is going to be activated, but he's being locked down, and he will fall. He didn't even activate the ultimate, excuse me. Tempest also going to be picked up, it looks like, and that is the jump potential that Pencil has. They showed it beautifully right there, and I'll say also, Trelf, he stresses this Portal Key so much on Silhouette, and we got to see why right there, honestly. It was a beautiful tree grapple stun on his part after the Portal Key that settled that up, really.
Oh, I mean, yeah, I mean, we saw the Pebbles get initiated on. They had the right idea. They had the Revelation down. But just the immediate reaction by the Legion team was just overwhelming for them. And they're going to be able to put a lot of damage into this tower before people are even up. They probably won't get it. They might be able to snag it.
Yeah. But they're going to I mean, with Draconis being dead for 20 more seconds, so that's their biggest threat. So.
But they're definitely going to snag the tower. Okay, well, they won't. They got it low, though, so they inflicted a lot of damage on it. So they do realize that the Tempest still had the ultimate up. In fact, FYKU is still up as well. In fact, all the big ultimates are actually up. So they got what they needed, though. 5 for nothing, you cannot ask for anything more than that. Plus a tower, and plus, like, the tier 3 tower is so low, it's pretty just inconsequential at this point. So, and Silhouette, and plus the farm you got from that. Parasite with Arcana has enough for another one. Silhouette just picked up Shieldbreaker. So that was a huge win for the Legion side.
Well, you just talked about, I mean, how Draconis' farm was actually starting to get a lot above Silhouette's all of a sudden. But look at it now. Again, Silhouette's pulled with nearly neck and neck now. She might be a little bit careful here. Granted, she is level 16. It's only level 12 Fade. You do see the Burning Shadows open. He's like, gotcha, and then he Portal Keys away. Kind of like a tag your it moment. But again, it is kind of funny to see this. So it's the Portal Key he stresses, but he also stresses the build of the Shieldbreaker to follow up. And guess what? He does have a Shieldbreaker. picked up here, as you mentioned. So, in fact, he's going to jump fade right here. Look at that burst damage with the portal key on top, and Guifix just absolutely gets annihilated there. Shout out to Slicks, apparently, coming out. So, yeah, very good pick right there happening, as his team is also going to be doing some triple stack Ancients, apparently, together. You can tell the momentum is going to start working pretty well here for our Legion team. But that's still another thing you also mentioned there, which I like, is the lack of ultimates that were used by FYKU. If they get those ultimates off in team fights, it could easily go the other way. So, need to be careful about that.
Yeah. Another thing, though, I just noticed this myself. Like, I think before that fight, Silhouette was, I want to say, 2 or 3 levels lower than the Draconis. But now, Silhouette's at 18. Has overlapped Draconis now.
Yeah.
It just goes to show how just much one team fight can just change everything.
Mm-hmm. You see the 4-man shout out to Trough Mortar there. That's the response. But yeah, it really does. You're right. I mean, the experience lead is in favor, of course, of Silhouette there, as he has level 3 Showbreaker. It's level 2. It is level 3 Showbreaker now. So his damage output's getting pretty damn scary. Looks like Draconis, following now that Geometer Span, is going to choose to go more of the shrunken head route here. So again, kind of a different order than what we're used to seeing with Draconis is, or Draconi. Nonetheless, we'll have it. Shaman's Headdress on a Tempest, obviously a barrier idol. Could be very effective here with this Hellborn team as always. Ooh, look at that. And it's kind of funny this item is picked up, because not only do I agree with this post that was made recently, there was a post about puzzle blocks not being picked up a whole lot lately, and it's true. And, you know, it made some good points as to why not, and why don't we see it enough, as actually we might have some initiation here, by the way, but, oh yes, we are going to have a jump up here on a Tempest, and again, look at the burst damage, the combo on top of Silhouette. Burning Shadows for favor, but now she's going to be gone on right here. What was Guifix thinking? He tried to be crafty again, Burning Shadows and run, but the Pharaoh ultimate catches him, and he falls too. It's starting to fall apart, it looks like, for FYKU, so.
I think at this point they are a little discouraged, especially after the last game. But, you know, Legion as, wow, just Silhouette running up ahead like, I got this. But you need to be a little bit careful that that's the solution at this point. Draconis is getting gone on. FYKU comes out, Draconis is dead. And wow, Silhouette really manning up
the game's over, apparently.
Yeah. Wow. All right, then.
There you go.
That's the game. So, I mean, it was pretty even up until about that one team fight changed everything. We saw just the power of just the instant initiation coming out from the Legion side. As soon as Bubbles was jumped on, everyone reacted immediately, and this is the result.
Yeah. I mean, that just ended. I figured we at least had still a good amount of game left. Not that I blame them for conceding there by any means, because as you're just even saying, clearly there was some frustration adding up on their side, and understandably. But again, it kind of just ended. But yeah, the snowball effect that no doubt Pencils had. It all started at that bottom lane, the Pebbles initiation. Completely got turned on, the genocide for the Legion team, and just took it off from there, specifically that Silhouette especially. So. Yeah, it was definitely impressive to watch that game number 2. The play coming out as a whole from Pencils, and very well coordinated, and again deserving of the victory. So that means Pencils, they're going to be the final team to actually qualify for the Sound Blaster Heroes League main event. So congratulations to them. Obviously, that's got to be a good feeling and a chance to compete for a large portion prize pool there as a result of this victory now too. So FYKU, unfortunately, they fall just short. I'm kind of wondering how they stand though in the Haunter event, if they're even in it. In fact, let me check that real quickly.
Actually, yeah. I mean, both teams here played extraordinarily well. I mean, especially that first. I mean, first game was great, and even the second game, even though it was much shorter. I mean, it wasn't up until that one team fight where the Legion team's initiation just proved to be awe-inspiring, really. Mm-hmm. That the Hellborn team just found themselves down so fast that the Legion team obviously got to win. So. Pretty good games, and I mean they played very well despite losing. Like they played well, and I look forward to see what they do.
Yeah, I do have an update on that. With that said, I just actually searched a couple of their players. It looks like it is that same roster, at least somewhat. Their name is Vietnamese Dream, is what they're called in Han Tour. They're actually in the Gold Division currently, so they are going to be in Gold Cycle number 6. So best of luck to them, and definitely looking forward to seeing if they can perhaps qualify for that Diamond Division. Wouldn't be surprised to see that. But yeah, I mean, you wrapped it up there pretty nicely, the Karcher, so I appreciate that. And that is going to wrap up things for our casting here. We did have fun, obviously, the podcast earlier on, and then having you jump on and join me here for what ended up being a great series. Again, especially that game number 1, the fact we got to see a Doombringer in such a ballsy moment was pretty damn cool, and then an aggressive game too. So, how do you think things went for yourself, Karchi? You think that everything was fun?
I mean, I definitely enjoyed it. I'm still happy that first game was so fun to watch, and that, like, I mean, we hardly see a Doombringer, and well, the one time I'm on, we see a Doombringer. That filled me with warm feelings. But I mean, I enjoyed casting with you. It was a great game to watch, and I hope we can do it again.
Yeah, definitely. It was a lot of fun to watch indeed, and same goes to you. So, with that said, though, I do want to wrap things up here for today, because again, it's Friday after all. So definitely enjoy your Fridays, the rest of it that is. But tomorrow, guess what? Han Tour Cycle number 6 does continue, or does start, I should say. It starts tomorrow, of course, bright and early here. We got 9 a.m. Pacific, 12 p.m. Eastern, 1800 Central European time is when the round of 16 from the Diamond Division going to be kicking off here on Honcast.com for cycle number 6. So it's going to be the beginning of, I'm sure, what's going to be another great cycle for Han Tour. Cannot wait to see that. So once again, the Karcher, I do appreciate you joining me, man, today, and having some fun here, doing some co-casting and stepping up. And hopefully you two at home enjoy the cast. So with that said, officially wrapping it up. Have a good night, guys. We will see you tomorrow for Han Tour cycle number 6. See you then.